This video is a cautionary tale, a warning of what you too can become if you are a self-hater who does not seek therapy immediately. And I mean immediately.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
So I recently came across this very strange psychotic part of YouTube called the Exotical community. That's what I'm gonna call it. And I had seen videos from this community popping up here and there, but I didn't really pay any attention to it because they were not videos that I was really interested in. Unfortunately, now I have been stripped from my innocence and introduced to a world of monstrosity.
You and all the other unambiguous black women with your nappy-headed, dookie-headed asses would have to literally start picking cotton before that would...
This is racist. This is so weird. I'm so sorry.
The Exoticals is a community on YouTube consisting of women who post colorist content disguised as femininity coaching and level up content, which honestly, I have my own issues with those types of content as well, but today's video isn't about that. However, if you are interested, you can go check out my video discussing femininity coaches who actually preach harmful information. So let's talk about the word exotical and what that word means. Well, rather what that made up word might mean, because it isn't a word and y'all keep switching up the definition, so I don't even think you guys know what it means. So how could I, right? According to the ringleader of this whole movement, Exoticals United, the term refers to ambiguous black women, but then she also says that they can be dark skinned or light skinned, but they have to possess some sort of ambiguous features, I guess like wavy type 2 hair or curly type 3 hair and smaller noses or smaller eyes. There's also talk about 25% this and 25% that. Like I said, it's very, very confusing. But the whole idea of exotic women, if you're living in reality, the world where there's grass, it's really about foreign women, women who just aren't from the place that they're currently in. So all that extra shit that they're talking about really doesn't make much sense. And actually, let me be clear here. It's not that these creators have no idea who they want to uplift with their videos. Is that they want to be able to have as large of an audience as possible, and they're aware that the more rigid their rules are, the more difficult it will be for them to attract people to their bullshit. Oh, but once they have you, that's when their insidious agendas reveal themselves. Scrolling through the comments, you will see that this community attracts a lot of monoracial black women who already have self-esteem issues that are further being weaponized by these women who are also deeply insecure and hate themselves. We have black women in the comments asking if they can be considered exotical, a made-up term with the sole purpose of further fragmenting the black community as if we're not divided enough already. And conveniently, we see the narrative switch from glorifying ambiguous, mixed race, or light skinned women, or women who benefit from featureism, to being that anyone who thinks they're exotical can be exotical. Look at how the narrative conveniently switches. Anyone with eyes can see this is just manipulation wearing a hat that says inclusive.
Exotical. So what is a black exotical? A black exotical is a multiracial woman who identifies as black, regardless of her skin tone, such as Halle Berry and Kamora Simmons, or a monoracial black woman who looks like she could be mixed, or she simply just has some sort of ambiguous feature.
What does that
So
mean?
that could be Kelsey and Kendra from the Glam Twins, Chloe and Halle Bailey, Keisha Cole,
They
Bernice
don't look like they could
Burgos,
be mixed.
Tatiana Ali, etc.
Bro, what?
And so you may be asking, okay, but what could make a monoracial black woman look ambiguous? Well, some common examples could be, and you don't have to have all of these features to be considered ambiguous, but
Girl.
for example, it could be a combo of smaller features, so like a smaller nose, straighter nose, smaller eyes, Eyes, light-colored or loose-textured hair. Keen features, meaning a small nose, eyes, lips, or chin. Think about East Africans or Blasians. Those are usually good examples of keen features, okay? The Justine Skies, the Karuchi Trans, the Naomi Campbells, or the East African phenotype. We all know that in the Black community, they have a thing against big noses. So if you have a small East African or European or even an Arab nose, you will definitely be pushed over into the exotical category regardless of your skin tone.
And if we need proof, just look at the way these creators speak about monoracial Black women who have anything negative to say about their content. About 3 months ago, Exoticals United was caught in a bunch of controversy and showed just how racist she truly is. She referred to Black women's hair as dookie nappy hair, and I'll play the clip just in case I misquote her, and said that if you're Black, blackety black, you need to get your nigga ass off of her page.
You and all the other unambiguous Black women, which are nappy-headed, dookie-headed asses, would have to literally start picking cotton before that would even become a reality. Do you understand that? Do you fucking get that? Because who the fuck made you God, Lord, or Savior over all of the races upon this earth to tell people if they're Black or not because they're a mixed person? If you are Black, 100% Black, I'm talking about Black, blackity, black, black, black. Keep your nigga ass out of our conversation spaces.
I wouldn't have to bring my nigga ass.
This woman even created AI generated voice memos to frame creator Chrissie to have said the most atrocious things about mixed light skinned women, including, but not limited to, deserving to be essayed and trafficked.
In this video, we will be giving all the exotical smoke to Chrissie today, and I will be exposing some of the things that she said behind her paywall. So let's get into some of the things that she said, and let's hear it from the horse's mouth herself. As a struggling biological Black woman, I enjoy seeing you light-skinned bitches getting dogged out. Black women, even if you have to pimp these light-skinned women out for money, and I'm happy that some of these women are, dismembered and sold off to the black market just like our ancestors were bought and sold. Give these tyrants a taste of what it's truly like to be Black. They take everything from us already. Nobody cares about your light-skinned tears. And as you guys have heard from the snippet previously,
And if you don't realize that this is just some ruse to get her followers to gang up on Chrissie, to cyberbully her and dox her, I'm gonna need you to be so for real right now. This community pretends to be inclusive, yet promotes skin lightening. And it's very sneaky the way they do this because they never come right out and say, bleach your skin, but rather use anecdotal evidence to make claims that dark-skinned people who speak up against skin lightening secretly want to lighten their skin. That dark-skinned people speak up on the damages bleaching products cause to organs. That Black people speak on bleaching products causing organ failure to deflect from their desire to use those same products. Those same videos make claims that there are products that will lighten your skin without causing any harm. Yet the dark-skinned people who try to stop people from skin bleaching are the ones with the secret agenda. And in the comments of those videos, it's so sad because you can see dark-skinned women saying that they would like to know what those products are so that they can purchase them as well. Now, we have to remember to be kind. Because can you really blame an already confused, insecure person for doing this when it's being framed that skin lightening isn't dangerous and is simply a gateway to pretty privilege? And it truly doesn't stop there. The narratives are truly wild. They're making claims that Black women are sadistic and watch reality TV to see light-skinned women get beat up because Black women don't get dragged up and down in reality TV at all. Like, come on, let's face it. An ass beating doesn't really discriminate, does it?
And this is why on some of the YouTube channels, they will talk about the preference to baby mama pipeline, or, they'll make fun of mixed women who get put out or they get abused. And that's because they have sadistic personalities, these women that make these types of videos. So a person who's sadistic, that is a person who takes pleasure in your pain. That's a person that takes pleasure by seeing the pretty light-skinned woman getting beat up. You know, she takes pleasure watching shows like Baddies and watching a pretty girl get punched in the face and now she's got a black eye. You know, she takes pleasure in that. She thinks that is very entertaining. She likes to laugh at stuff like that. But I think that the reason a lot of black women spend their time hate watching women that they don't like is because of an external locus of control. So this goes back to kind of like being externally focused, like instead of focusing on themselves and how they can improve or how they can level up or social climb or whatever, they would rather watch Real Housewives and make lipstick alley threads talking shit about the women on Real Housewives.
Pretty sure majority of people in general aren't watching reality TV because they're sadists, but because they like drama and entertainment. But I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. And why do light-skinned people watch reality dating TV shows? Is it about them wanting to see black women get rejected? Because this happens often. I would sound just as loony though if I tried to make this argument because it still makes no fucking sense. I'm gonna hop off the reality TV topic in a second, but we've actually just witnessed another overt example of colorism on Love and Hip Hop Miami, with Flo having the nerve to ask Amara if she's jealous of her light skin for literally no reason. And I really feel like I would be doing you guys a disservice if I did not mention that in this moment right now. But I doubt this will be covered by the Exoticals, not fairly at least, because it doesn't fit their colorist agenda.
Shit. Get your tea and your popcorn because we have hit yet another psychological jackpot. So, apparently there is a beef going on between Amara La Negra and this lady. I think her name is Flo. She's a Haitian woman. And I'm going to talk about this situation from a perspective that I haven't seen yet. Okay, number one, why are black women still watching shows like Love and Hip Hop, Baddies, Real Housewives, Basketball Wives? Why are they even still watching shows like this? I thought that unambiguous black women are the blueprint and a representation of class. So the fact that they're still watching these shows baffles me because I mean, I haven't watched any of these shows. In fact, I'm not even sure what show this is. I think it's Love and Hip Hop. But it's like, I haven't even watched these types of shows since I was probably a teenager. An unambiguous woman will by far make you famous. Look at Ice Spice. They called her a colorist against Cleotrapa. Ice Spice's career, she didn't fail in her career. She didn't get fired. She's still famous. Look at Ekane. She gained 900,000 subscribers on TikTok after making quote unquote colorist remarks. Because if I'm not mistaken, both of those women on that show date black men. So anytime you got women arguing over black men, of course, skin color is going to come into the conversation. So all of these colorism talking points, they are male-centered. Not to mention the fact that I saw a video that I Am Aloho recently made about this whole situation. I Am Aloho, if I'm not mistaken, isn't she married to an unambiguous black man? So I've noticed that the main ones who get super upset to the point where they're making videos as opposed to just ignoring these colorists, the main ones who want to go back and try to cancel those women tend to be the women who date black men. They tend to be the women who prefer black men. And by the way, for all of the black women empowerment content creators who think that African men or African American men are dusties, do you think that I Am Aloho's husband is a dusty? Do you think the content creator behind these videos is in a dusty struggle love 50-50 hypogamous type of relationship or marriage? Or do you only accuse women of that when the woman is light-skinned? Because what they're trying to do when they call light-skinned women colorists is they're trying to tell other people, hey, you guys should not like this woman. You guys should cancel this woman because she's colorist. Black men, you should not date this woman because she thinks she's better than dark-skinned women because of her light complexion. Number 4, I thought that this skin color wasn't even light-skinned. I thought that this woman is a quote-unquote brown-skinned, unambiguous black woman. So what happened to that talking point? You guys...
I mean, these women have no respect whatsoever. They're out here disrespecting Whoopi Goldberg, Steph Coe, and many other black women who are literally just minding their business.
Ambiguous black women themselves pretending like they benefit from featureism or texturism when they clearly look like Whoopi Goldberg.
I'm talking that curl that stay juicy after you wet it, conditioning. No matter what you do, them curls are still soft and juicy. I'm not talking about them curls that you wear in your wig all motherfucking day and you gotta have a Kira spray bottle and a brush. I'm talking to bitches who real hair match them motherfucking waterway.
Somebody else said, I love 4C hair. Like they're trying to balance it out, you know? Somebody else says, nah, them 4B, 4C bundles are gorge. You should try them. So isn't it hilarious how this video is not about 4C hair? It's literally about type 3 hair, but then people had to randomly insert 4C hair textures into the conversation. Act like, oh, you know what? That's shallow. Like, I'm not shallow. I'm so deep and I'm so like far above that. I have so much more to offer than just my looks. So they do this whole thing where they're trying to pretend like they're too cool to look good, but then they will turn around and get mad when no one notices them.
And this stuff is really not funny, though they would try to convince you that it is because they hate themselves. This isn't normal and it's actually quite sick. The framing of colorism, featureism, texturism as just a means to access pretty privilege is really strange, especially as a black woman yourself. Because it's already been revealed that these women are cosplaying light-skinned women, using light-skinned women as their avatars, but really looking non-ambiguously black in real life. They're projecting their self-hate onto black women, repeatedly making it seem like black women are obsessed with mixed or light-skinned women when it's they, when they are the ones who are obsessed. Getting exposed for bleaching. They're the ones. This is weird.
There used to be hundreds of public housing units, but as you can see, they're all gone. They've been replaced by apartment complexes, duplexes, and single-family homes.
They're working in hotels cleaning rooms.
DeBerry says in order to combat this problem, the community has to get more involved. I was also surprised to learn that the government's definition of homelessness doesn't include those who are staying with friends and family and switching homes on a weekly basis. So it's a real challenge for our community, but we can combat this problem by supporting organizations that help the homeless.
Now, I'm not here to bash this lady because, believe me you, she is fighting demons on a daily basis. There is no doubt about it. This video is for those of you listening who have come across this content and might be a little bit confused. Just giving you guys as much information as I can on the situation so that you can be well informed. And I may make a part 2 on this so that I can give you even more information because I'm finding out more by the day. I just want you guys to take caution. Like, even if you have consumed the content in the past or if you plan on consuming it in the future, if you're already a member of this community and you're like confused about what the fuck is going on over there, yes, it's coonery, it's buffoonery, it's tomfoolery, it's all the arees. It's bad. You're not bugging. Like, I can't even begin to tell you guys the rabbit hole I went down, but I will link everything in the description so that you can get information. Even if I don't post a part 2 to this, you guys will have links to the Chrissie drama, the fake AI voice memos, the stuff they said about Whoopi Goldberg, Steph Co, just how disgusting they truly are. It's all going to be in the description, guys. Definitely let me know if you guys know of any other communities like this one, even if it's not race-based communities that directly harm their audience, so that I can maybe research and cover them in the future. As much as I was disgusted by all of this, I did enjoy investigating a less explored topic on YouTube and sharing my thoughts with you guys. So please let me know your thoughts down below and leave me a like if you enjoyed this video. Also, if you're not subscribed and you've been watching, you clearly hate me. So have the day you deserve. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.